Hey Schererville, things are looking really good for you guys. Your market is like rock steady. Hey guys, Erica Galinas here for our weekly market update. This week we are talking about Schererville. We've talked about Schererville in the past. It looks like maybe the market was stalling, but these numbers are totally on board. Schererville is doing just fine. So we'll be talking about both April and May 2023 market numbers here. We're going to cover 2 months so we can catch up. So we'll start with April, and this is all the property that was sold in April in Schererville. In April, 36 units of real estate were sold for a total of about $12 million. Average sales price, $334,000. Average days on market, about 46 days. The average list to sales price, so what it was listed for versus what it actually closed at, is about 98.24%. And in May 2023 for Schererville, 28 units of real estate were sold for a total of about $9.4 million. That gives us an average sales price of about $335,000. Average days on market, 22 days. Average sales to list price for May was 99.1%. So let's compare those numbers with March 2023. In March in Schererville, 33 units of real estate were sold for a total of about $11 million. Average price, $333,000. Average days on market, 38 days. Average sales to list price for March was 95.5%. One of the reasons that average list price was at 95% versus 98 or 99%, we saw a wave, and we've seen this in other towns, of people doing price drops in order to finally get their homes sold. So these are homes that are on the market between like 3 to 6 months through that winter season. Other than that, these numbers are kind of almost exactly the same. In March, average price was $333,000. In April, it was $334,000, and in May, it was $335,000. Things were a tiny bit more up and down with days on market. 38 days on market in March, 46 in April, but only 22 in May. Things are starting to move faster. It's that summer market, and Schererville, still doesn't have listing inventories, but it's doing better than days on market in a lot of the other towns that we've talked about. And we've also talked about this before. One of the things that keeps this Schererville market just so sturdy and solid is the amount of condos, townhouses, and duplexes that are in Schererville and that are on the market at any given time. So, in April, there were 14 condos and townhouses versus 22 single-family homes. In May, 9 condos, townhouses versus 19 single family. And going back in time, you can look at the numbers. Those condo townhouse sales make up, a good third to half of the market on some months. Those are very attractive to buyers in this market for 2 reasons. One is that a lot of younger people who are buying their first home don't necessarily have any kids, don't necessarily want to mow a whole yard. So something like a condo or a townhouse is absolutely perfect for them. The second thing is that these houses are just more affordable in this market. We've been building up to this point where these house prices over, the past 3 years have just exploded. But now interest rates have exploded too. So when you have somebody that has money for a house but not $1 zillion, these condos, townhouses, and duplexes are absolutely perfect solutions for them. Now, pending listings in Schererville. This is everything that was listed for sale, has a buyer, but hasn't closed yet. Pending listings in Schererville right now, 32 pending listings, average price of $372,000. Average days on market, 25 days. We won't see what those close for until they actually close, so we'll see those in the numbers over the next couple months. But based on the difference between 372 and 335, I think we might see our prices go up next month. Another interesting note about these pendings, of those 32 pending listings, only 7 were condos or townhouses versus 25 single family homes. So now that's dropping down to, what would that be, almost like a fourth or something like that of the pending listings. Might be just a reflection of the kinds of buyers that are looking at this time of year are more likely to be looking at single family homes. Now, so far as active listings go in Schererville, this is kind of an interesting number too, but for a different reason. So as of today in Schererville, I actually pulled one new construction out. It was kind of on the higher end and been on the market for like 800 days. That kind of skewed everything. But other than that, as of right now in Schererville, active listings are 30 active listings with an average list price of $373,000. Average days on market, 57 days. The condo townhouse count for this one is 12 condos and townhouses versus 18 single family. So that's approaching that 50% number. But for me, the most interesting thing are these listing prices. So again, we won't know what these actually close for until they sell to somebody and actually close, which could be anywhere from 30 days from now to never if some of them expire. But it's interesting to me that the average listing price is $373,000. The average price on those pendings is $372,000. Now, average sales price in the past months were in that $330,000 range. But the reason why this is interesting to me, in most of the towns that we've covered, and even Schererville itself in the past, in the fall when things started to get a little trickier, you are seeing big discrepancies between pending prices and listing prices. So I'll make up numbers, but the pending listings that are selling in less than 30 days are listed for $350,000, but the active listings that are still on the market and have been for 70 days are listed at $400,000. What that generally means is that there's a mismatch between seller expectations and what buyers are willing to pay, obviously due to changes in the market. These interest rate changes kind of broadsided everybody, and it's really been hurting the market over the past 3 or 4 months. Because we're not seeing that in Schererville, it means two things. A combination of each, I don't know, how much of which, but it means that sellers are becoming more realistic about their prices. Instead of depending on comps that are 6 months old, they're paying attention to comps that, are 2 months old or tops 3 months old. That reflects this new market reality with these interest rate changes. The second thing that this demonstrates is that Schererville is still a strong market that buyers want to buy into. When you have a changing market like we have right now, and sellers are maybe using some more outdated comparable numbers, buyers send a clear message by not buying in their town or only buying for what they think that it's worth it. The fact that these Schererville buyers think that, these houses, this area is worth pretty close to what these sellers are asking for is a sign that Schererville is absolutely moving in the right direction. The last Schererville video I did, we were talking about how, worried about a stall in the market. Actives days on market was 59 days, pendings 28 days. So those sellers are too optimistic and the pendings are priced well. Those numbers seem to have evened out. Days on market are still similar. It's still 57 days for actives and 25 for pendings. So it's 2 or 3 days less than what it was before. But the fact that those average prices are so close together right now is a really good sign that Schererville's doing great. If you are thinking of buying in Schererville or selling in Schererville, I work with both buyers and sellers, or even if you just have questions, you can always call or text me anytime at 219-765-2062. If it's easier, you're more comfortable, you can also send me an email at hsbyerica@gmail.com. Always happy to answer questions, anything you want, no pressure. If you're looking for some more information, please go to my website at homesalesbyerica.com. Full buyer's guide on there, full seller's guide on there. You can do home searches from there. You can have access to my other buyer-seller videos, other market updates, and the shorts that I do on various social media to get kind of some quick information. If this is your first time here, please like and subscribe to my channel. I do these weekly market updates once a week, and I also do buyer and seller TV once a week. This Thursday, we're actually going to be talking about the 3 basics of a home inspection that will help you not freak out, so tune in for that as well. As always, I'm interested to hear what you have to say, so please leave a comment down below, and I will see you on Thursday.